Are you constantly on the hunt for innovative products and fun goodies for your fur kids? I know I am always shopping for my dogs, and so I figured I would share 12 of my favorite Amazon finds for dog parents. So first up is this ceramic water fountain dog bowl. It's from the company PetSafe, and I have just been loving this thing. So I recently did a dog bowl upgrade. I used to use one of those traditional stainless steel bowls, but I would scroll through Amazon and just look at all the different options of water fountain bowls. I have been wanting to do this for a while because the fountain style bowls offer a lot of benefits, like helping to keep the water fresher for longer. And of course, we all know that fresher water tastes better. So here's how it works. The fountain style bowls use a submersible pump to keep the water circulating. And when water is continually moving, it helps to prevent bacteria buildup, which ultimately keeps the water fresher for longer. The other thing that I've noticed, my dogs are super intrigued by the moving water, so they're actually drinking more throughout the day, which is something I really love. As far as maintenance goes, this thing is actually really low maintenance for as fancy as it looks. So I completely wash my bowl. It's dishwasher safe. I run mine through the dishwasher once a week. And then as far as the filters that are in there, the best practice and what's recommended by the company is to change them out once a month. So it comes in a few colors. It's so aesthetically pleasing. The dogs love it, and I love it too. The next Amazon find that I use every single day is this silicone slow feeder bowl that suction cups to the floor. I'd never seen one that suction cups, and I think this thing is so cool. I saw it on TikTok a whole bunch of times, and then I said, I have got to try it, and it definitely lived up to the hype. So I have one of those dogs that eats way too quickly. If you put the plate down and let her just go, she will, I mean, you could turn around, turn back around, and the food is gone. Do you have one of those dogs at home? If you do, it's really important that you work to slow your dog down with some sort of I recommend a slow feeder bowl. It's really worked wonders in our house. And you want to work to slow them down because eating too quickly is not healthy for our dogs. It can lead to different digestive issues, tummy upset, vomiting, and also bloat. I've just found that slow feeders work, and I've tried a whole bunch of different kinds, and I actually do rotate. I use this one in the morning, and the next product that we talk about is actually going to be the next slow feeder, which I typically use in the evening. This one, what I like about it is the silicone is really gentle on doggy noses. So some of the harder plastic ones, while I have not experienced it, I've read a lot of reviews that some dogs kind of got like a little chapped nose because of the 3D textures, but in plastic, and it just was a little bit harder on their snouts. So this one is really great because it's nice and gentle, and like I said before, this one actually suction cups to the floor. The next one, I told you that I had a slow feeder that I used in the morning, which was the last product that I just showed, and then also a slow feeder that I use in the evening. Both of these that I am showing are both dishwasher safe, so usually I use one in the morning and then pop it in the dishwasher, and then this one also I will use in the evening and then pop it in the dishwasher overnight. This is the Slow-Mo by the brand Licky Mat. It features two types of compartments that you can either spear fresh food into or drop kibble into, and it helps to slow down your dog during mealtime. This one is one of many products from the Licky Mat brand that I really, really like. I made an entire video on their mats. I'll drop that link below so you can check out more of their products. Next are these silicone molds. So if you've been to my channel before, then you know I love to make and share homemade dog treat recipes, and in order to make them look all cute and doggy, I will often use silicone molds that are shaped in little paw prints or bones. And I will undoubtedly always get the question, where did you get your molds from? So I got them right from Amazon, and the one that I have, it's actually $10 for all 4 of these. So highly recommend. What I like about these, they're BPA free, they're made from food grade silicone. You can put them in the freezer, or they are also oven safe. So you can really use these in a whole bunch of different treats. You'll notice I use these a lot. This one I accidentally recently stained because I was making some very turmeric heavy treats and it made them a bit yellow, but these things have lasted me a couple years, and they're really, other than a little bit of yellow over here, they're in really great shape. And if you are in need of some silicone molds for your own dog treat recipes and your own dog treat creations, then highly recommend these. Next up is this cool looking product right here. It is called the Dog Doo Tube. It used to be called the Doo Doo Tube, and I liked the name a whole lot better before because I just think that's really funny, but it really is a doo-doo tube. It is essentially a portable trash can for your dog's used waste bags. So you clip it onto the edge of your dog's leash, and it's made of a hard plastic, and you open it up and it's a trash can, really. And you take, when you're on walks, your dog's used waste bags, once they're all filled with you know what, you just pop them in here rather than having to hold on to them, and then you close it up. It traps in any odors and any, you know, germs that are inside that bag. You're not holding it. I think for me, the reason why I love this so much is because I'm often walking my dogs in areas where there's not a whole bunch of trash cans. It comes in 2 different sizes. This is the medium. There's also a large. The medium will hold several used bags for small to medium dogs, and the large is said to hold several bags for large dogs. I don't have large dogs and I don't have the large ones, so I can't vouch for it, but I do have this one, and I can say I've got 2 small dogs, and when we go on walks, they just love to go. And so every time I pick up their stuff, I put it in here, and it's always fit. Speaking of dog leash accessories, how stinking cute is this Scotch & Co. Mini Barkin? Yes, it is a play on the Birkin bag, and it even kind of works like, I don't have a Birkin bag, but it works like the Birkin bags do, where you twist and you actually open up the little sections here, and then you pull up and you put a dog waste bag, like a roll of waste bags in there. So yeah, it's a waste bag holder, but it looks like a Birkin bag. So I saw this online. It was another thing that I saw on TikTok, and I was totally influenced, absolutely needed it. It was sold out. It comes in various colors. It was sold out everywhere. And I watched the Amazon listing like a hawk, and as soon as I saw it came back on, I purchased it. Now, as dog parents, we need a waste bag holder in some way, shape, or form. Typically, they are a couple dollars. They might even come with the bags that you buy, and they're plastic, and you put them on here. Truly, that is all you need. This is a bit extra, but I love it. The leather is good quality. It is water resistant, and it just makes me happy. All right, and I have one more leash accessory, which is this little, it kind of looks like AirPods from the outside, but inside it is a little microfiber towel that is actually kind of large. So if you ever leave your hikes and you really wish that you had something to wipe your dog's paws with before they get in the car, this is for you. It just hooks onto your dog's leash. I have to say I was skeptical to buy this because there were no reviews on Amazon, but I really wanted to try it just because I thought the concept was cool. It's easy to fold this back up and put it in here, even though it seems like it wouldn't be. It's really easy because this is silicone, so it stretches nice and big, but I'm super happy with it. Next up is a blacklight flashlight. This thing is really great for new puppy parents who have little babies that are going through the potty training stage, and maybe they're still making accidents around the house. So all you do is you turn it on, you kind of hover over your carpets, your floors, your furniture, whatever it is that you're trying to look for spots. And if there is an accident there, it will glow like this fluorescent glow. I don't have dogs that are in the potty training phase anymore, but that doesn't mean that maybe one won't get excited and let a little squirt out. And if that squirt stays there and they smell it, then they are going to be enticed to pee there over and over, and then it's going to become a problem area. So I always like to keep this on hand. I don't really do this anymore, but I used to go through once a week and actually just like scan my whole house and just make sure, and I'm like, there's nothing there. But I just always liked to look because I like a clean house. The next is pet steps. So you may see pet ramps and pet steps. I really like the steps because they're just a little bit more cushiony. When your dogs are walking on them, I feel like it's just a little bit better for their joints, at least for my guys anyway. And I really needed them because I have a Chihuahua who cannot reach the bed, and his sole happiness in life is taking naps on the bed. So, you know, I gotta let him have a little bit of independence by getting steps and letting him be able to walk up on the bed by himself. It has totally changed his life. They were a Christmas gift for him a couple years ago. I had seen them on Amazon. Again, it was another product that I hadn't purchased for quite a while. I read a lot of reviews. Ultimately, my mom actually got these steps for her dog, and every time my Chihuahua Diego would go over to her house, he loved them. He like immediately knew what to do. They were great. And I also like the way that they look, and I like the way that they feel. Next is the Furbo 360 dog camera, which is essentially a nanny cam for your dogs. So this camera recently had a major upgrade, and it has a lot of really cool new features. And I've had this thing for several months, and it really quickly became one of my favorite dog products that I own, like in general. So just like the name implies, the Furbo 360 actually rotates a full 360 degrees. So if your dog walks from one side of the room to the other side of the room, you can always keep track. They don't really walk out of frame. The other thing, it has something called auto dog tracking technology. And basically what that means is not only can it rotate, but it actually picks up on your dog's movements. So say your dog is on this side of the room and they walk to this side of the room. Rather than you having to go onto your app and kind of scroll from one side to the next to keep up with your dog, it actually does it for you. Like it picks up that your dog is moving and it moves along with your dog, which I just find so cool. Now, just like the original Furbo dog camera, the Furbo 360 does toss treats. If you've seen the regular Furbo camera, I think that's one of the things that it's kind of most known for. You just lift this up right here, you fill this section with treats, and you're on your phone watching your dog back at home, and you really wanna give them a little tasty reward, you can just actually press one little button and a treat will fling out of here. It makes a little noise to alert the dog that a treat is coming, and then it flings out. The other thing that I really like about the Furbo 360 is the smart alerts. So I have the Furbo subscription. It's a monthly subscription. It's just a couple dollars a month, and it gives you alerts on your phone. So it tells you when your dog is barking, it tells you when they are howling, it tells you when they are crying. Yes, Furbo knows the difference. It also tells you when a person is in the room. My husband gets a kick out of that when I'm not home and he's home and he walks in front of the camera, and then I get to speak through the camera because it has two-way audio, and then I get to say, hey, I see you. I see you in the living room. It's not creepy at all, I promise. So yeah, it tells you when a person is in the room. It tells you actually a whole bunch of emergency things. So if the smoke detectors are going off, it'll alert you. It tells you if there's glass that's been broken, if it hears the sound of like glass breaking, it tells you that. What else? It tells you a lot. It also tells you potty alerts. I found that one out in a not so great way. Where's my black light when you need it? So I had a situation where I forgot to walk my dogs one day. That sounds awful, but I was out, came home, and then I needed to run back out. To keep a long story short, I leave the house and I get an alert on my phone saying that your dog is going potty in the house. And I was like, what do you mean my adult dog who is trained is going potty in the house? And I pull up the app and there she is going to the bathroom on the carpet right in front of the Furbo. So yeah, I highly suggest the Furbo 360 because it's great to see that your dogs are home safe when you're out. But I also recommend getting the subscription so you know when your dogs are going potty at home. For anyone who has a shedding dog, the Shark Ion Robot Vacuum is an absolute lifesaver. So I have had this one for years. I actually have two, one that I keep upstairs, one that I keep downstairs, and I have them controlled on my phone. So they're auto set to run first thing in the morning, so I don't even have to turn them on. They literally just start running, clean my house for me, and then tuck themselves back in. I still do a true vacuum, like around once a week, but these guys do the daily vacuuming and they're really great with pet hair. And this Carrot Patch Snuffle Mat is also the ultimate Amazon find for our dogs. Really great mental stimulation, just wonderful enrichment. It heightens their senses, it boosts their mood, and they have a lot of fun playing with this thing. So I do have a DIY Snuffle Mat tutorial right here on YouTube, which I will link above, but this one is a different version of a Snuffle Mat. So you lift these little carrots, you fill the holes with treats, and then you put the carrots back, pop this on the ground, and then let your dog go to town. Basically, they will have to either scratch them away with their paws, or some will just bite the carrots off. Really great addition to the puzzles that we already have. Now, speaking of other puzzles, I have an entire video featuring all of my dog's interactive puzzles and enrichment toys. That's in another video. Definitely check that one out next. I'll see you next time.